POE. So same procedure, you have chosen your company, South African company, not listed on the JSE, and now you're going to answer questions based on human resource information systems. So essentially chapter 2 of your textbook. And they ask you to research one of the following technological challenges faced by your company. So you can either explore the benefits of a human resource information system, address the need for HR staff to develop skills for effective human resource information system management, promote technology awareness and preparing for future employee-related challenges, selecting, implementing, maintaining, and evaluating an effective human resource information system. Now again, all of this needs to be applicable to your company. And if you are planning on choosing option 1, for instance, you will need to explain to me how a human resource information system will benefit that specific company. So your research will be either the benefits of a human resource information system if you're looking at option 1. If you're looking at option 2, you'll need to look at the skills that HR staff need to effectively manage human resource information systems. If you're looking at option number 3, you need to look at why employees must be prepared for future employee related challenges. You need to look at what we mean by technology awareness. And of course, again, as with all of the previous options, relate that back to your company. And then lastly, the option that you've got is selecting, implementing, maintaining, and evaluating an effective human resource information system. So with regards to your specific company, how would you go about choosing which human resource information system to use? Because remember, those come in pre-made packages in most instances, and then what they do is they'll go and they'll customize it based on the business, but also the customization, you can only do so much. And again, here I'm going to, with the last option here, I'm going to refer you to the Liddell case study that I've got up with regards to human resource information systems and information systems in general, because that specific implementation did not work. So part of the reason was they were trying to customize too much. And you need to understand that though you buy the package, you can customize, but up to a point. So certain things will not necessarily be fully customized to your specific organization. The actual implementation process of such a system, maintaining such a system, and then evaluating the system. As I said, all of this with regards to your specific company. Again, lots of research that needs to be done. And what I would suggest is that you go and read up a bit on each of these topics and choose one that you are most familiar with, or one that you're most comfortable with. The task here can get quite complicated if you haven't really got an IT background, and there are certain concepts that you might struggle to understand. So my suggestion would be go and look at some videos on YouTube. I've made some available. I'll make some more available. Go and read up on these systems so you've got a basic understanding. You don't need to understand all the intricacies, just have a basic understanding, and then see which one of these options will be something you would be able to answer effectively in your actual POE. As with task 1, as with all of these tasks, I'm going to be repeating this a lot, in-text referencing required, and reading from journal articles. Your best bet with this specific question would actually be to consult online journal articles. A lot has been written about this specific topic. That is the one advantage. There is a lot of literature available, but because it is a technology focused area of HR, the date will be important. And that is why I would suggest that for this specific task, with some of the other tasks, you can get away with going to textbooks, consulting textbooks, in addition to online sources. With this specific task, I would suggest only using online sources. You can look at your textbook itself. It's relatively up to date. And just get a general idea and use your textbook maybe as part of your assignment. But in terms of your additional sources that you will need, because remember, this is an assignment, so you cannot just use a textbook. You need to go and find some sources of your own. Go and look at journal articles. And as I said, there's a lot of articles available on this, so you shouldn't struggle too much. And find articles that you understand what they're saying. I've spoken in the previous video about giving you some Mendeley tips in a later video. One of the other things I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some AI tools. And one of those AI tools is actually specifically beneficial with regards to this question and in terms of making content more understandable to people that might not have the background. So if it's a technical subject, sometimes some of the guys, they like throwing out the technical jargon, and then somebody else reads it and they've got no idea what's going on in the article. So I'm going to, as part of the AI tool discussion, that will also be a separate video, I will show you some tools you can use to make the more complicated articles a bit more accessible. But I would also suggest that you try and steer clear from the more technical articles. There are a lot of authors that write in understandable language, if I can put it that way. They don't use IT speak, and you should be able to use that. But again, what I would suggest, go and read up a little bit on all four of those options, and then find something that you understand and that you will be able to write on with comprehension.